Okay, checking the calendar. The bad news is it's July the 28th already. The good news is that the long weekend's almost here.
That's right. Coming up, we have so many events across southern Ontario. And speaking of Ontario, really impressive weather pattern going on in the north compared to the south.
Yeah, we were looking at the lightning stretching from James Bay all the way up towards Great Slave Lake and Yellowknife. And then in the south, not so much in the way of thunderstorms.
No, more humid weather on the way. So if you like the hot, humid weather, well, as Suzanne will tell you, we have more of that coming up. But let's talk about some of the active weather that we did see earlier this week in New Brunswick. You know, the Maritimes got hit with quite the storm.
And you know, Farah, we've had lingering cloud today in much of Nova Scotia and PEI, but the South Shore's cleared out, and New Brunswick, you're having a much better day than yesterday.
You know, if you haven't visited the East Coast, I highly recommend that you do. For one, there's no traffic jams, lovely farmer markets and fishing communities, great people, and to top it off, seeing gorgeous weather conditions today, sunshine and seasonal values. Well, after a full look at your local forecast up in a few minutes, I hope you can stay with us a little while longer so we can talk about some of the stories that are making headlines in weather news. Incredible and equally devastating at the same time, forest fires rage out of control through parts of Russia has a lot to do with the hot, dry weather. Now, crews are doing all they can to contain these flames, but of course, I'll have all those updates in your Weather Network news. And then this story here at home in Oakville, Ontario, where finally seeing some rain in the forecast. We saw a little bit more rain this week than we had, say, the first few weeks of July. Now, we should be in and around 74 millimeters of rain thus far, but we're still only at a quarter of that. I'm sure farmers will take what they can get. Of course, I'll have all these stories and more coming up, but first, a full look at your locals. That starts right now.